Here's my conundrum. It's not really a conundrum, but my car has a power port. Most cars do have at least one power port besides the cigarette lighter. And that's great for charging devices and doing other things that require 12 volts of power. But my problem is this back tire here needs topped up every couple of days. And what I have to do is I have to plug my little compressor into the power port, run the cord out the door, slam the door on the cord to pump up this tire. It's an even bigger pain in the butt if I have to do anything with the tire on the other side, because, well, then I have to do it out the other side of the car. So I figured, since I've got one at the front, why not put one at the back? It only makes sense to have one at the back. I've seen cars that have a port at every seat, which is really convenient. Mine doesn't even have one at the back of the car. So I picked one up. I just need to figure out where to put it. Now I've got this trap door here at the back. Secret storage compartment. That's my trailer hitch is down inside there, and who knows what else is down there. I haven't been inside for a while. But what I'd like to do is put a port maybe inside there. I'm thinking maybe right there like that, so that it's accessible, available, but not in the way out here. Because I tend to carry a lot of junk around, as you can see, all kinds of junk. But finding this port was a fun time in and of itself, because the last time I tried to do this kind of thing, you could buy the sockets separately and the wiring separately and this separately, and you can buy components. Well, now you have to buy a kit. You need to decide which kit you want. First one I looked at had two 12-volt ports and two USB ports. Oh, that's handy. It was only rated for 5 amps. Well, I'm pretty sure my little compressor pulls down a little bit more than 5 amps. Fine. So let's look for another kit. I found another one, meant for mounting on the exterior, probably like for travel trailers and things. Rated for 15 amps, which is, well, okay, more than adequate, I suppose. But I mean, it meant drilling a, 1.25-inch sized hole, which is pretty big. Which I suppose would have worked good. I would have been able to put it here in the panel. And it would have been able to plug in from this side here, but that was a little bit too much. So then I found this kit, which is the socket and a foot of cord, and that's it. Well, you need to fuse it, protect it with a fuse, so there's that extra. So I got a fuse holder for those modern new plastic blade fuses. So I had to attach that to the cords running to this. So that's what this conglomeration of stuff here is there's a fuse in line with the power, and I've got a ground wire here. And you have to buy the wire too. Well, I had the wire already, so hopefully that's enough to reach all the way to the front of the car, to the battery. I'm just going straight to the battery. I'm not going to tap into an existing circuit and all that. Too risky, especially on these modern computer controlled cars. So that is my task for today, to install this power port in the back of my car, which means I got to pull that panel off and trim all the way up to the front of the car, under the hood, around. Yeah, I won't film all of that, but I will let you know how I make out with it. I'm looking inside there. I can't really see it. My car is becoming a rust bucket. That's where the wheel well meets the body. On the outside, that's all covered with plastic skirting. I dread what it looks like underneath that skirting. Underneath all this stuff here. So, that's today's project. It's actually turned out to be a nice day today. Not too hot, not too cold. Sun's not beating down. Not raining, although it may. And it's gotten quiet now. The seagulls have buggered off. So, I shall do this project and get back to you momentarily. Stay tuned. And there it is, mounted in the car at the back. All the wire runs down there. It's all nicely tucked in, follows along the factory wiring. Through here, down through the sill, in, under, around, through and under everything. Through here, and it disappears up under the dashboard. I got it running under the carpeting. Over to the other side of the car. Comes out down there, under the air cleaner, and connects up here with the rest of the positive leads. There's the one I just put in. This one here is for the trailer wiring I did a couple years ago, and that's the battery, the starter cord. It's all nicely tucked up, tucked away. Oh, forgot to cut a tail off. Terrible, terrible. I tested it at the back. There's 12 volts, so put a fuse in there, test it, and then button it all back up before we get rain. Sure feels like it. So there you have it. One 12-volt power port where there never used to be one.